Back in 2021, a trailer dropped that made every Indian gamer stop scrolling for a second. A GTA style open world set in the streets of Mumbai, complete with local gangs, gritty alleys, and Bollywood swagger. It was called Mumbai Gullies, and for a moment it felt like India's first real AAA scale game was finally here. But somewhere along the way, things got quiet. So today, let's talk about what really went wrong with Mumbai Gullies and whether there's still hope for it. When Mumbai Gullies was first revealed by Gameon Studios, it went instantly viral. Finally, an open world game about us, made by us. The trailers showed rain-soaked streets, high-rise skylines, auto rickshaws weaving through traffic, things no global AAA studio would ever think to capture. It wasn't just a game idea, it was a statement. India can make its own GTA. Gameon promised a story rooted in Mumbai's underworld, built with Unreal Engine, and even teased a full franchise roadmap. For a while, it looked like the dream was real. The studio quickly found fans and even investors. Media outlets covered it, calling it India's most ambitious gaming project. In 2022, Gameon announced it had secured over $1 million in funding. Big news for an indie team. And those early gameplay reveals, whatever you thought about the polish, at least looked like something was happening. But after all that excitement came silence. Months turned into years and fans kept asking, "Where's the game?" The Steam page still says coming soon. YouTube comments started filling with frustration and people began wondering, was it all just hype? To be fair, building an open world game isn't easy, especially not in India. Gameon Studios was a small indie team trying to build something usually made by hundreds of developers with massive budgets. Reports suggest the team even switched engines during development, from Unreal to Unity, which, if true, basically means rebuilding the entire game from scratch. Combine that with limited manpower, COVID-era slowdowns, and the pressure of community expectations, and suddenly, that dream project becomes a mountain to climb. As months passed, the tone online shifted. Some accused the studio of over-promising. Others said they were too focused on hype, not development. A few defended them, saying Indian studios rarely get funding and the ambition alone deserves support. The truth probably sits somewhere in between. Good vision, tough execution. The main problem wasn't the idea. Mumbai Gullies had one of the strongest concepts in Indian gaming. The problem was scale. Trying to build a GTA-like world with a small indie budget is like trying to make a Bollywood epic with a college film crew. It can be done, but you'll need time, funding, and a lot of transparency. And that's where things broke down. The team went silent, updates were rare, and fans lost trust. As of today, Mumbai Gullies is still listed as coming soon. The studio says it's in active development and there are hints that internal rebuilds are happening. But whether it'll ever release in the form we once imagined, no one really knows. There's still potential, but the clock is ticking. The story of Mumbai Gullies isn't just about one game. It's a snapshot of India's growing pains in game development. Studios here have world-class ideas, but often lack the infrastructure, funding, and technical workforce to deliver at scale. Projects like Raji, Indus, and Project Tal show what's possible when vision meets execution. Mumbai Gullies showed what happens when ambition outruns resources. So what went wrong with Mumbai Gullies? Maybe nothing permanent, just the reality check that dreaming big is only half the battle. The other half is patience, planning, and communication. Because Indian gamers aren't asking for perfection, just honesty and progress. If Mumbai Gullies can still deliver that, it might just make its comeback story. Thanks for watching. If you love Indian game development, hit subscribe and let's keep talking about the future of gaming in India.